2 miles from Plymouth Rock in Massachusetts, the Plymouth County Registry of Deeds offers a unique link to America's founding. This is the depository of the local area's official real estate records, from land transfers to mortgages. But few are aware that the registry's holdings extend back to the colonial era and include documents signed by Governor William Bradford, Militia Commander Miles Standish, and papers bearing the mark of Massasoit. Most revered of all, perhaps, is the earliest handwritten version of the Mayflower Compact, the rules of self-government established by the Pilgrims after they landed. The 400-year-old original from 1620 no longer exists, so this version, executed in 1636, is the oldest known record of what is considered America's foundational document. It appears on the title page of Plymouth Colony's first written law code.
In 1636, Plymouth created a new code of laws. Men from 3 towns were appointed to serve as a committee, and that in mid-November they would report out to the general court. And it's in their report of November 15th, 1636, that for the first time we have a reference to the Mayflower Compact, but they didn't call it the Mayflower Compact, they called it the Combination. And this is what this document says. And whereas, by the good providence of our gracious God, the said John Carver, William Bradford, Edward Winslow, William Brewster, Isaac Allerton, and their associates arrived in New England in the harbor of Cape Cod or Pamet Situate, and being in New England aforesaid, where all the said persons entered into a civil combination, being the 11th of November in the year aforementioned, as the subject of our said sovereign Lord the King, to become a body politic, binding ourselves together to observe such laws and ordinances and obey such officers as time from time should be made chosen for our well-being and guidance. That is the first time in the historical record of Plymouth Colony that the Mayflower Compact is referenced, and it shows that 16 years later, as they were beginning to build a new code of laws, this was their foundational constitutional document. They were looking back 16 years later and saying what we did was significant and what we did still holds us together.
The Mayflower Compact and the vast archive of colonial records stored at the Registry of Deeds tell the Pilgrims' story in their own words. Here, preserved and protected, they remind us of where we came from and how a nation began.